What's Turin, Italy like in 2026? Find out next on Jaycation. Good morning, Jaycationers. We are at my apartment here at Universitat in Barcelona. We're hopping a flight to Torino, Turin, Italy today. As I've mentioned, I try to go to a city in Europe that I've never been to before, and Turin was on the list, and it just was a great coincidence that Clash in Italy WWE event is later tonight. So I got a Ryanair flight at 5:55 a.m. It is 3:45 right now. I gotta get the Aerobus in Plaza Catalunya and then head over to Terminal 2 for my flight. It was €19.50 each way, so I only paid about €40 round trip just to go to Turin and back. About an hour and a half flight. Better get my coffee. This is gonna be a long day. Let's get on the Aerobus. I think I paid €13 plus for my round trip Aerobus ticket. So we're gonna take that. It'll take around 20 minutes from Plaza Catalunya. So I got like a 10-minute walk to get there from my apartment. Let's go. Not gonna lie, it's kind of weird seeing Barcelona so empty. This is 3:45 in the morning, but I do gotta hop that Aerobus right by the El Corte Inglés. In situations like this, it's always great to always just be alert with your surroundings and walk fast and know where you're going. Don't be fumbling around your phone and have headphones on. Probably the emptiest you'll ever see Plaza Catalunya at night. And there it is, the Aerobus. We're going to Terminal 2. On the Aerobus, they do have Wi-Fi sometimes when it works and a USB charger, and it's very bright. It's a safe way to get over to Barcelona Airport. USB. Made it to the airport in about 20 minutes and got through security pretty quick. The lounge is closed because it's so early. It's only like 4:30 in the morning. So no lounge on this trip. Guess that's what happens when you have a €19.50 flight at 5:55 in the morning. Hey, there's the GOAT. He's acknowledged here in Barcelona. He's practically just as famous as the Pope here. Through the years, I've taken these economy flights, especially in 2016, 2017 when I lived here, and Ryanair was it, and I used to have to run through these areas because I dragged myself out here, so I'm making sure that I get here a little early. 5:55 to Turin. We're now here at the S gates, so that's all we need to know. 16 minutes, we'll get the number. All right, made it to Torino. It's about an hour 15 flight. Pretty smooth, and it is actually really nice out right now. It's only 7:15 in the morning. In the Piedmont region of Italy, Torino. So the good thing about these trips are I don't need to check in a bag because these are bare bones airlines. So I only have a backpack with a change of clothes. The weather's hot, so I didn't need to pack too many things. I do need to find the train station, but I need to get the train ticket here because I heard that there's a line to get your single ticket. So let me find the train station tickets and get over to the center of Turin. So they do have a shuttle bus called Flibco to the city center, but I think I'm going to take the train. It says it's about a 25-minute ride. I just gotta find the train ticket machine. It looks like they're promoting some golf courses over here. Nice. So I watched this YouTube video and this guy said, use the Train Italia station ticket machine here as you exit the airport and then go over to the train station because there's gonna be a lot more people lined up at the train station for a ticket. And there it is, the train station. And don't forget to validate. All right, let's see if I can do this here. Looks like it's a slow system. English, please.
Beware of pickpockets. In case of need, ask only Trenitalia staff for more information.
Your tickets. Torino, Porta Susa is where I'm going. One way. Let's see what time it is right now. There's 8 o'clock one going on. 7:33. All right, we'll take the 8 o'clock one. Hit forward. So it's €3.70. Purchase. Accept. All right, ticket's been collected. We're good to go. So I got my ticket. Now we got plenty of time to find the train station, which is just across the way, I believe. And we should be getting to the center of Turin in about 25-30 minutes. All right, it says railway station. Just gotta cross this crosswalk. Nice little cool breeze. I think we're gonna have some nice weather here in Turin. I'm excited. So it says cross this crosswalk to the train station. So just follow the signs. Walking down a few hallways and we made it to the railway station, and sure enough there is a line for the ticket machine here. So yep, they were right. So it says Torino Asti, the 8 o'clock one is. So simply just go up this elevator, look for platform 1, and I'll get on the 8 o'clock train. Hopefully I did it right. I already validated my ticket too. And these are the validation machines. You could even just tap your card in and tap out. And here we go. There's one of the Tren Italia trains going on the opposite track. So Torino is the way the Italians spell and call this city, but Turin is the French and English adaptation. So we're gonna call it Torino since we're here. And here it comes. Right at 8 o'clock. Plenty of time and under €4. Down in the distance is the Alps, the Italian Alps. That's where the Winter Olympics was just a few months ago. So I'm reading that just north is Zermatt and the Matterhorn, the actual Matterhorn here. Probably can't see it from here, but I was just looking at the map. It's always interesting seeing a new country's landscape when you're on a train. Oh nice, there's even a toilet here. And we're getting off at Porta Susa. All right, so that was easy. About a 35-minute ride, about a handful of stops. We're now here in Torino, Porta Susa. And I'm gonna walk straight to my hotel and see what I can do, if I can get a room early. It's actually a pretty nice train station. I was told to exit via Google Maps, says Corso Bolzano. So we're gonna follow that all the way. Ooh, creaky. We're gonna take Corso Bolzano, about an 8-minute walk to the NH Torino Centro hotel I'm staying at. So it is the weekend. It is Sunday at the filming of this video. Clash in Italy, WWE's first ever PLE is going on tonight. We'll be attending that at one of their arenas, Inalpi Arena. This weather is nice. It's like mid-70s right now. Pretty cool area. Also nearby is Allianz Stadium where Juventus plays, Cristiano Ronaldo's former team. And they've also had Champions League finals over at Allianz Stadium. Really nice facilities, world-class facilities here in Torino for the Olympics and for football. It's good that I remember this now. Torino, Porta Susa, that's where I'm gonna take to get back to the airport in just 2 days from now. But for now, let's check out Turin. Nice pathways with all the trees here. And I got this hotel off of my Chase Travel and I was able to use my $250 credit. So it definitely was really cheap. I think I spent under $100 total with the 250 credit for 2 nights. And it's like a 4-star hotel. As for data and my cell phone reception, I have T-Mobile, so I get 5 gigs of data on one phone, and then on the other, I got Vodafone in Barcelona, and it works here in Italy as well. But if you don't have that, you can use Saily, which is an eSIM company, which I use a lot. And here is my hotel, the NH Torino Centro. Looks like a really nice hotel. Let's see if I could check in at 8:45. I doubt it. So this is the lobby of NH Torino Centro. Look at this. All the mini cars and the mopeds. Really nice decoration over here. So the girl was nice at the front desk and she said that she set me in for priority check-in so I could come back around 11 and get in my room. That's key because I'm gonna need a nap. They do have a bar here and then this is their dining area. And I believe the lobby is over this way and so is check-in. So there is a metro station right by here. So I'm gonna have to figure that out anyways and try to get a 48-hour pass and maybe that'll help me get around the city better, but walking wouldn't be bad. Let's see if I can get a 48-hour pass. Vinzaglio is right by my hotel. I gotta remember that. So here's the ticket machine. Let's see what we can do. Buy a new ticket. Oh man, it's not in English. Oh, they got a 48-hour one. That's the one I'm gonna get. 9.50. Really nice looking park here. We're only a stop away from our city center destination. That was our 68 bus, about 7 stops, and we're here in the city center. It would have taken me 30 minutes to get here by foot. It's a little humid today. Hey, church, Sunday. There are a ton of statues here of Vittore Emanuele. Look at this square. This is the beautiful square here in the center of the city. And then if you see that spire, that's the postcard shot of Torino. I'm looking for a little cafe that I could sit down and grab a cappuccino and maybe a little bite to eat. But we're gonna be eating a lot today. This is Piazza Carlina. I'm looking for a place called Trive, and I can see it. I see the sign right now. Trive. Coffee, food, and spirits. So here's their menu. They got spritzes, but what's really popular in this area is tramezzini a chorizo. We're gonna try one of those with a cappuccino. So these are the sandwiches that they have over here, different types. So it looks like they got roast beef, chicken, zucchini, tonno, shrimp, and salmon. All right, I got myself a cappuccino and a tuna tramezzini. Oh, it looks so good. All right, it is cappuccino time here. Oh yeah, nothing beats an Italian cappuccino, and it's before 11 o'clock, so they don't look at you funny. Here's their tramezzini. Tonno. Fantastic sandwich. It's almost like a sandwich you'd get at 7-Eleven or Lawson in Japan. Great start to this food tour. Great start, got a caffeinated beverage and got the tramezzini, so we crossed that off the list. Checking out this really cool piazza area. Now we're gonna go to the first ever Italy. Italy originated here in Torino, and we've been to so many, the ones in Milan, New York, Vegas of course, but you gotta go to the original. And this is the center of the city before it gets too hot. It's still early, but Trapezzino, we're gonna have to come back there in a little bit. Beautiful streets over here in Turin. It's about a 5-minute walk to the Italy, the first ever Italy. Well, here it is, the first ever Italy. Look at that. I never thought I'd see the original, the OG Italy. Ooh, they have a full menu over here, but I just really want to take a look inside. They have an enoteca in here, and then this is the shopping area. This is not imported because this is all from here in Italy. All the fresh stuff, and way cheaper than Vegas. Look, €6.50 for pasta. This would probably be 20 bucks in Vegas. And al tartufo, that would probably be 3 times the price, 4 times the price in the US. This is awesome. And the wines, look at that. The Pinot Grigio bottle is only $17.90. Wow. They even got fresh vegetables over here. Ooh, some torta alle zucchini and tarallini and different types of pasta. Trophy di Sori. Oh, that looks really good. I would try all this pasta, to tell you the truth. This is the Sicilian limoncello. Too bad I only have a backpack. I can't bring it back to Barcelona with me. And then this is their cafe area. We already had a cappuccino, so we'll hold off on that. And they have a nice outdoor area. Even got all the chefs in the kitchen over here. Italy is Italy. The first time I ever went, my cousin Rachel took me to the one in Milano, and that one was huge. This is the OG one, so we got to pay respects to it. And look at that. Look how far this place has traveled. It's come all the way here from Turin, all the way to places like Las Vegas and New York, and they're really popular. Some of my favorite spots in Vegas is in Italy, Las Vegas, though it's way expensive there. This is Museo Egizio. 100 years of it. 1824. Egizio, I put it together. Egypt. That's the Egyptian museum. They have one of the biggest Egyptian museums in the world. So I heard this is a really good place for tourists to check out because they have so many Egyptian artifacts. Teatro Carignano. Wow. And more statues, of course. Italy is the country of statues. Look at that. And then this brick building right here is Vittorio Emanuele II. It's a gorgeous brick building. You don't see this everywhere. This place must be popular. People are lined up. It's an old pharmacy, Farmacia. There's a Venchi over here in the corner. We're just roaming around this really cool, crowded, touristy part of Torino. Little Europe summer tip. Start venturing off around 9 o'clock to 11 o'clock. That way you can still walk in the shadows and not overheat, because in the summer it gets super hot. By noon, there's gonna be sun everywhere, no shade. This is the Palazzo Madama, Museo Civico di Arte Antica. Really nice area. Huge Italian flag and European Union flag. Even the exterior of McDonald's looks nice here in Italia. This is Juventus. They are sponsored by Jeep. Cristiano Ronaldo used to play for them. Juve, they've beaten Barca in the past, so I'm not a fan. Now look at this indoor mall area. That's awesome. Beautiful architecture in the ceilings. You got the creams and browns and golds. This is a really awesome area, and you could even dine over here. This shirt definitely suits me. Eat pasta, run faster. Awesome view of the city over here. They even have some old school trams. I'm trying to see if I'm gonna pull the trigger on a few souvenirs. I need to bring it back to my roommates. My friends and family back in Barcelona were asking for some, and I need a magnet from here. All right, I'm gonna pull the trigger on a magnet, and I'm thirsty. Your boy needs some water. Gotta stay hydrated, hot summer months, and I picked up a couple of those magnets to bring back to Roel and bring one back to San Diego. We're crossing this street called Via Po. P-O in Tagalog. Po is a term of respect to your elders. You call them po. Here, I don't know what po means. Wow, you just turn this corner and you see the Mole Antonella. This is the Mole Antonelliana. Had to listen to the Google Maps pronunciation so I don't totally screw it up. Definitely an awesome spot here for a selfie. I'm gonna have to take one right now. We have the Cafe Piemonte Bistro. Tons of tourists starting to gather up around here on a Sunday in Turin. Lining up to go up the Museum Nacional del Cinema. That's awesome. It's The Rock. It's Dwayne Johnson. That's beautiful. Look up at the architecture. I got acknowledged. They saw my Roman Reigns shirt. They threw it up. I heard my first allora. It's not Italy if you don't hear allora. So I just took the 18 bus south over here to Lingotto Shopping Center, and the WWE Clash in Italy store is over here. I'm gonna check it out and then probably grab lunch and head back to the hotel to relax. I was like, I'm gonna die if I don't get in my hotel room early, but now I'm out and about and I'm good to go. We didn't come here to sleep. We came here to explore. If anything, it's getting hot and this is an indoor mall, so at least we have air conditioning and we can just chill out here until I want to go back, go somewhere. I gotta find this store. Of course, they have to have a sign of the tribal chief right here. The tribal chief. One's up. Now that's a favorite Italian store of mine, Alcott. Always find some nice things there. Okay, now this is the mall area. We're definitely gonna find it. They love Liv Morgan here, look. He's got a shirt, the Mona Liva. That's baby. Of course, the shop is at the other end of the mall. And here's the line. Uh-oh. It looks like it's gonna be a long line. Holy moly. That's a long line to get in. I don't know if we're gonna get in it. There it is, the Clash in Italy store. Super long lines. Not that big of a store. I mean, look how long this line is. I think I'm better off just going to the arena later on. That is crazy. I just wanted to see how long the line was. At least you're in the shade, but this is at least a 2-hour line, at least. Yeah, that's insane. We're just gonna go into the arena. Forget this. What's up, man? We met a fellow American here at the Clash in Italy line. What's up, dude?
What's up, guys? Hey, Jaycation TV's awesome. JJ is that dude. He stopped to talk to me. Got the rapport going. West Coast meets East Coast in Italy. Incredible. By the way, my name is Tantalizing Tony. I'm one half of the greatest father-daughter wrestling podcast under God's hot sun, walking on God's green earth. Please follow me on Instagram, Tantalizing Tony, and YouTube, Tantalizing Tag Team Wrestling Podcast, and TikTok, Tantalizing Tag Team Podcast. Great talking to you guys. Your dude there, Jay, is that dude. Guys, have a great time, and as always, do I do best, and that's stay tantalizing.
One's up, please. There you go.
Acknowledged.
Yeah, this line is insane in the membrane. It's all good. We'll get our shirt. Nice, so they even have a step and repeat banner down there. Pictures of Rhea and Cody. Kids are playing around there. I need to find a restroom. Pretty cool to take a picture here. The Clash in Italy step and repeat banner. All right, restroom, waters, and let's get out of here. And there is the one and only mommy. 143, mommy. All right, we're gonna take a little break, go to the hotel, check in the room, but we're using the metro instead of the bus this time. This is the Lingotto metro stop. So their metro station actually has doors that open and then you go in. We're about 7-8 stops away from my hotel. Drops you right where I bought the ticket earlier. Sweet. Knock on wood, have not gotten lost yet. That was cool. 8 stops, really quick. Took them about 10 minutes from that mall. So if I do need to go back to that store maybe tomorrow, I can and just take this because I have a 48-hour pass. I'm glad I bought that. It was only €9.20 and gets me on the bus and the metro. Tap in and you're good to go. 12 noon, let's see if we can check in. I can get a load off and also take a shower, just freshen up, maybe even a little napski. So we're good to go. And they actually have welcome drinks here, some water and some candy. All right, got my room key. Let's go up. Super small elevators. You could probably fit one more person in here. With me, I'm a big boy. So we're solo. So I'm at room 528 and there's the mole. Beautiful building. Okay, I'm over on this side. She said that I have a welcome gift coming. This is not sponsored, by the way. I use my Chase rewards for this. So it says, this complimentary beverage is courtesy of Minor Discovery. Okay, so that is your comp waters right here. So you don't have to pay for the waters. How cool of a welcome gift is that? It's the mole in white powder and then a bunch of different cookies and some blackberries, raspberries, and some M&Ms. Thanks, NH Hotels. Only here for 2 days. Didn't come here to sleep, so we got things to try. So let's head down. I think it's level 0. Bus routes are easy to figure out here. Just like metro stations, just know where the terminus is and which way you're going, and you're good to go. And just follow your Google Maps. So we're looking for a local Piedmont dish. It's called Goffreria Piedmontese. The name of the place is Goffreria Piemontese. So here it is. If you want some Piedmont cuisine, Goffreria Piemontese. It's open today, but closed tomorrow. So I said, you know what? Suck it up and go. That's what she said. So I gotta try the miase, which is that, and then the Goffrey. And it dates back all the way to the 1700s. And here's their expanded menu. €6.50 for the Goffrey. Okay, you gotta get one. So we got the Goffrey, which is basically made on a waffle pan, and it's a sandwich, waffle style. And I got the Cesana. It's got some cheese and some prosciutto here. And the gentleman recommended that I get this one. So they toast it nicely, melted cheese and everything. And I also got the mole cola. This is Piedmont cuisine, fast food since like the 1500s. So let's try it out. Very nice, light and crispy. Tasty. That's buonissimo. Ooh, there's a little spice to it too. Kind of like in the meat. I want to try other ones. This is good. The other sandwich I wanted to try, they don't have any today, so we might have to come back Tuesday to try it out. Thumbs up. Next up, let's try out the mole cola. I don't drink soda much, but when in Rome, when in Turin. That's tasty cola. So the Cesana, I looked at the menu, it's basically speck cheese, pepper sauce, crema di pepperoni. This would make a perfect late night snack. But just know that they have limited hours here, so they close around like 5:30. So come here for lunch. So he said to come back on Tuesday, and hopefully the miase will be available. So we'll definitely make an effort to get here on Tuesday, because I might even get another Goffrey. That was amazing. And there's the waffle irons right here in the back, and then they got the toaster ovens. And of course, they got to have a Mona Lisa and some other frames. And you could even read some books while you're down here. This was so fire, I had to get another Goffrey because I know that later in the hotel I'm gonna be hungry, but I'm gonna bite it. I've got artichoke and tuna sauce. Straight up yeet, fire. A few other things that Turin is known for is this is the birthplace of Fiat. That's right, Fiat. And apparently vermouth was started up here, and they're also really popular with their chocolate. So there's chocolatiers around town that make some delectable chocolates. So there's the mole Antonella. I just think of Antonella Messi or Rocuzzo. Look at these beautiful ceilings and archways and columns. Wow. This used to be a pharmacia, but there is a chocolate place since 1958, Zicat. Looks like some really good chocolates. Hey, I was here earlier. This place even has some misters. I could actually go for a spritz before I head back to the hotel. That would be perfect for this 80+ degree day. We had to sit down and try the original Italy. Here's their menu. And you get some limoncello spritz. You have aperitivo, Italiano, cocktails, gin, and mocktails. So we got the limoncello spritz here. €8 at the original Italy. Have to have that. And they give me some biscuits. You think they're sweet, but they're kind of like salty-ish biscuits. Pretty good. They crumble. Like a pretzel crouton. Gotta have a limoncello spritz in Italia. Come on now. You guys don't know Jaycation. If he doesn't have one of these in Italy, he's missing out. We're now downstairs at the wine cellar. Ooh, my favorite Italian gin, Malfi. I love that stuff. Had to go to Italy. So it's hot AF outside. I'm gonna head back to the hotel, get ready for Clash in Italy. It's legit 90 degrees right now. It is hot AF. I need a little break. So back to the hotel we go, but first I heard there's a Starbucks here. I might pick up a mug for this city. I have room for a mug in my backpack. Let's hope. So I'm guessing the wrestlers are staying here because a lot of people here are waiting. The Principi di Piemonte. What did I say about waiting for wrestlers by their hotel? At least they're outside, I guess. All right, you guys know I'm a Starbucks mug collector. So if they have a Turin mug, you know I'm definitely getting one. Ooh, they got Italia, but I already have the Italia one. They have Napoli, Roma, Caserta. They do have Torino, Auto, Cop. I'm just getting the Torino one. Holy crap, there's so many mugs here. They got Napoli, Genova. Ooh, even a Milano one. Rome, Venezia. Oh, they have so many Italy cups now, but you know what? You can only get one. The old me would have sacrificed paying for an extra carry-on bag just to get all those mugs. But the new me knows I already have too many mugs. So we just get the Turin one, that's it. We already have the Italy one, my cousin gave it to me. I need to come back to this area tomorrow and show you guys all the ambiance. Beautiful area. Found the metro, I'm only 2 stops away via metro. So right by my hotel is the 10 bus, and it's supposed to take you straight to Inalpi Arena. I'm telling you, that 48-hour pass was a godsend. It was the strongest move I made all day today because I was able to use the bus, not walk as far, and it's 90-degree weather and I was already struggling. So good job, Jaycation. Sometimes you know what to do when you're in a foreign country. That was a super crowded bus ride, but about 10 minutes and we're here by a stadium and then Inalpi Arena. We went off a stop called Philadelphia, F-I-L-A, Delphia, and it's a huge arena, Inalpi. This is the stadium, so there's a stadium and an arena, and I actually went off the stop after everybody got off, so it's less traffic, but I think the gates don't open till 6, so I still got about half an hour until then. Love seeing all the WWE gear around here. A lot of Cena, a lot of Clash in Italy shirts. I think we're by a gym right now. That's why there's like horns going off. This right here looks like the line to get into Inalpi Arena. They have a ton of food trucks outside, paninos, and people are excited to get on in. Gates open at 6. So this is the line and that is the arena right there. All right, we made it in to the arena. We still got about 40 minutes till it starts. Took a while, got a little wet, but we're all good. That's what she said. It actually doesn't seem that they sell merch in the venue, so I might have to go to the store tomorrow. Uh-oh. Probably should have just fell online. I spoke too soon about the merch. There it is. Alright, I waited in the merch line. I got the Cody Clash in Italy shirt. You better not lose. You better not lose tonight. But that's a big L. OTC! This crowd's hype. They're like at a 9 right now, at least. 9. Order is still restored here at ITALIA Arena in Turin, Italy. Roman Reigns is still the champ. Jacob's got to acknowledge him. And Cody Rhodes, still champion. Rhea, still champion. Sol Ruka, new champion. Really hype crowd. Shout out to this crowd here at ITALIA Arena. This was a cool arena. We're going again here tomorrow, so we'll be back. Look at this, they have the fake gear out here. They got the fake stuff out here. Got food. I'm trying to get on my bus. This is a Sunday night in Turin. Pretty packed over here. These are people that are not even at the match, at the wrestling event. All right, where is the bus stop?
So breakfast is on the first floor. I thought it was included, but it's not. I already had made my coffee, so they just let me take my coffee. But yeah, I didn't have it included in my deal, so it's okay anyways, because we're gonna be eating a lot today.
Just took a mid-afternoon nap. It is getting warm. After like 2 o'clock, it gets into like the mid 80s. It hit 90 yesterday. So relax a little bit before we have to go over to Raw. I'm hoping that the bus isn't as crowded as it was yesterday, but I'm guessing it will be. Doesn't look like there's as much cloud cover today, so that means it's gonna be more sun. So I better bring the hat, bring the shades, and go in to ITALIA Arena. So I'll be honest with you guys, they weren't fully staffed yesterday. It took forever to get into the gates. Took forever to get merch. I couldn't even get food because the lines were just too crazy. And the arena itself is huge. It's almost too big, but it was fun. It was lively. The crowd is what made it for real. And I do like the food trucks out front. Maybe we'll get some food there. That's why I got some takeaway at Trapezzino, because that's gonna save me a little later when I get back to this hotel. I just hope that the bus isn't crazy again. I will actually try to get on the bus, the stop before. It's a little further, but I don't think it'll be as full as that main stop. So fingers crossed, but let's go to Monday Night Raw and check out that acknowledgement ceremony with Roman Reigns. Made it to the stadium in ITALIA Arena, just crossed the way. The crowd in the bus wasn't that crazy this time around. It was still packed, but not squished like sardines packed, so we're good. Yesterday, I actually went another stop off. It was too far. This is the perfect way to get in to ITALIA Arena. There's gonna be less hype today because it's Monday Night Raw. There's no pre-show and everybody has already kind of been wrestled out. So these are like the true fans coming tonight. But this is what's fun right here. All these food trucks and people just hanging out, having beers, having food. This is what I missed out on yesterday. I might get something eventually. I'll probably have a beer before you walk in. There's still time. This is actually an official merch store outside. Nice. So they're set up over here. This is the line to get in to Raw. Super long. I'm probably gonna wait. That's the arena right there. Just looks like a regular building. Look at all these meats over here. That looks amazing. Look at that. Fantastic. Now that the sun is out, it is crazy sweltering here. Yesterday it was raining a bit, but we're right here in the front. I guess we'll line up in a bit. Well, I'm not waiting in the sun. So €8 beer and €2 water from this food stand. Why not? We're on vacation. Cheers. It is way sunnier today. It's crazy. It's really interesting, people watching and just seeing how other cultures operate. People just are here enjoying simple things, having a panini, drinking a beer, not really in a hurry, and just watching, all the Italians reminisce and look like they're having a good time here. The ones that are in line don't look like they're having a good time. The ones that are getting food and under a shade right now are the ones that are happy. Like me, I'm happy right now because we're under a shade. All right, let's try out that salsiccia sausage, the Italian sausage. It's really good. Got myself this, €15. But hey, when's the next time I try this in Italy? Grazie. So it's Italian sausage. Looks like they got spinach, some bell peppers in here, onions, mayo, and ketchup. I can see some mustard up in here. It's like having an Italian sausage at the Del Mar Fair. Not bad. Monday Night Raw. I'll give this crowd tonight a 9 out of 10. Jacob acknowledged the tribal chief. That was a really fun event. Now it's time to go back to the hotel. So public transportation here at night is definitely a lot slower, but I learned my lesson yesterday. Instead of taking the stop where the arena exit was, I went a stop before it, before the bus filled up, and got on the bus, got a seat, and even though it got packed the next stop over, I was able to scrunch up in a corner and not be uncomfortable. So all's good. But yes, public transportation is definitely a lot slower here at night. Back at the hotel, and I got smart today at Trapezzino. After I ate, I went to get takeaway. I got this cacio e pepe ball. It's not arancini, it's just got cacio e pepe in it. That thing is so good, even if it's cold. And I also picked up a Mena Brea blonde beer, lager, an Italian beer. I knew I was gonna get in late, so why not? And finally, I got the chicken parmesan, or the eggplant parmesan Trapezzino. Now it's not gonna be as crisp as earlier, but still gonna be really good. Good night, Jaycationers. We're gonna explore more of Turin tomorrow and then head back to Barcelona. All right, Jaycationers, day 2 here in Torino. We're back at the mall where the WWE store was. Lines are way too long, but I did want to check out some stores here. Went over to DM, had to get some allergy medicine because the allergies here are real. Right now on my iPhone weather app says it's yellow warning. I see a lot of pollen and then a mix of smoke and vape and just nasty things in the air is really stuffing me up. So we're trying to push through it. We're gonna explore a little more of Turin today. Now this line right here, as we pass Cody Roads, is for Otis and Tozawa. People are lined up to see them at 11:30. It's only 10 o'clock right now, so that's a long line. And they take the pictures down here in the step and repeat where we went yesterday. Now this is the WWE store. The lines are just too crazy, so we're not gonna get a chance to go in, but you can get most of this stuff at the arena. So the only thing that they didn't have was the white Class in Italy shirt, which I wanted to get, but oh well. This store wouldn't fly in the Philippines. Tim, comment down below. Why wouldn't it fly in the Philippines? Alcott is the Italian store that I love going to. I always pick something up, so let's see if there's something I want. Didn't find anything. Good thing, because I don't have much room in my bag anyways. I'm gonna make one round here in this mall and head back to the middle of the town. I'm gonna grab some lunch, but it doesn't open till 12. It's only about 10:30 right now. Made it to the center. We're now here in Porta Nuova, right off the metro line. The metro line only really goes to certain parts of the main center, and it doesn't crisscross as much, so you gotta figure out the buses as well. This place is called Casa del Barolo. Another popular wine here is Barolo wine from the Barolo wine region. Maybe I'll have some of that tonight. Endless plazas over here. There's always some sort of calm and peacefulness to these piazzas, especially on a Monday when it's a holiday, I believe, here in Italy. I decided that I'm gonna walk straight towards the river. Gotta give some river shots in this video at least. We're on a street called Via Mazzini. This building has some really nice pillars. Nothing's more worse than when you get sparkling water and it's carbonated and you take a sip thinking it's flat, but it's not. I still make that mistake. I just wasn't looking. I mean, I'll still drink it. I just won't enjoy it as much. How about you guys? Do you prefer still or sparkling water? The Po River is the longest river in Italy, winding through the heart of Turin, flowing eastward to the Adriatic Sea. It defines the city's scenic landscape and is a major hub for parks, recreation, and local culture. Really nice walkways over here. People are going on hikes. And you can also go up top and get views of the city, which is over this way. As for me, once we hit a bunch of trees, I start sneezing again. Allergy time. Whew, it's caught up. It's a very intimidating looking lion right there. And this is Garibaldi, Torino. Right across the river, that's one sport I need to get back into, and that's playing tennis. Here we are in the peaceful river area, people on boats. I saw some guys kayaking. Really nice and tranquil out here. I like their slogan, let's po. I definitely think it's like let's go, so let's po. I have written down that this is Monte de Cappuccini, and if you go up there, you get a really nice view of the town. I might have energy to do that, why not? Let's go. You can see the spire of the Mole right there. We're back in street level. We need more of these in America, clay courts. Love it. Need to go back to tennis. Halfway up the hill to see the view of the city of Turin. Need a little break. Found this bench, shaded area, nice and peaceful. Just enjoying it. A lot of people walking around here too. Nice trails, dirt trails, but you can also just go on the paved road. More uphill. Your boy needs to get back in the running, doing those 3 to 5 mile runs. So this is easy, because I'm struggling right now. All right, we're almost to the top. It's crazy to see that there's still snow in the Italian Alps in June of 2026. And there's the Mole. That's where the viewpoint is, where all the people are. All right, one more step. Uphill, man. All right, here we go. Viewpoints. Yeah, this is definitely worth the view. I can see why that tower stands out. Torino 2026. What a sight. So this was about a 20-minute walk uphill. You could take a couple of breaks. There's a lot of benches and peaceful trails. You can get on the dirt as well. And you see the entire city and the Italian Alps where the Olympics was and the Po River. It was worth walking up here, but now I'm starving, so Trapezzino it is. Let's make the hike down through the river and through the town. Into Trapezzino we go. And this looks like the church that is right above here, the Museo Nacional della Montagna. So much easier going downhill. Man, I see a lot of CM Punk shirts. Europe loves CM Punk. All right, we made it to Trapezzino. Once upon a time, Trapezzino, Rome was on Jaycation back in like 2015. And another location we covered was in Firenze, I believe. That was 2019. So it's been 7 years since Trapezzino's made an appearance on Jaycation. Oh, there it is. So a Trapezzino is a 3-sided sandwich. Usually has meat or fish or chicken inside. They even have fried rice, and they have a whole coffee wine list over here too. Let's do it. Ooh, they have Barolo wine Sinato. I'm gonna get that. And then this is what they have on their specialty menu today. Got a great view of this plaza under the shade right now. I'm starving. Since I didn't have that breakfast at the hotel, I'm starving. So Turina is also really popular for its vermouth, as well as the coffee scene here. Of course, we're in Italy, it's gotta be coffee, right? And chocolate. As I've mentioned, we passed a couple of chocolaterias, but Barolo wine, the Barolo region is not too far away, so we had to get a glass. Buonissimo. This might be the only chance I could sit down and have a wine, because over at the arena, it's really not much of a chance to have dinner, a good dinner at that. So I might even take a Trapezzino home to my hotel. Like yesterday, I took that sandwich back to my hotel. That saved my life at midnight last night. I have waited 8 years for this. This is the meatball Trapezzino. Oh, nice and warm bread with the meatball in the middle. It's almost too hot right now. That bread is so tasty, delicious. Very tangy red sauce, I love it. That is classic, so good. That's an amazing meatball. The second one is the Zigni di Manzo. It's one of their specialties. €5, it's like a spicy beef. We'll try that next. Let's try out the Zigni di Manzo. Very barbacoa. Got that spicy barbacoa beef taste. I'm more of an original guy, but this is good to try. A little spice in your life. I believe Trapezzino was originally shown on either Bizarre Foods with Andrew Zimmern, or Anthony Bourdain actually covered it. But I remember that's how I learned about Trapezzino back in like 2013. And I had to try it when we went to Rome, even went to the hood just to try it. So I was happy to see that it was here, because I haven't crossed one in my travels since. Finishing up this Barolo wine, I think it's time for some gelato. It's a hot 80-degree day here. Buonissimo. This place right here is called Luoco Gelato Cioccolato. It's got a 4.7 ranking. Let's check it out. Looks like they have some really cool artisan gelato, some cakes, popsicles. Oh, look at that. Okay, we're definitely digging in here. We're gonna get a cup. So I got the medium cup with stracciatella, popcorn, caramel, and pistachio. And it also has a small cone. Luoco. I know not all people like getting cups. They prefer cones, but I'm more of a cup guy. Oh, good stracciatella. Oh, that chocolate's fantastic. The medium's only €4, and you get 3 scoops. Stracciatella is phenomenal. Let's see the popcorn caramel. Yo, popcorn caramel is fire. You could tell what is the good flavors in these gelato places by the ones that are already like half full or half empty. Stracciatella is so good. Pistachio's all the way in the bottom, so I'll come back to you guys in the end when I'm down to the pistachio. That popcorn caramel was lit. Now we're down to the pistachio. Pistachio gelato. It's key to Jaycation's heart. And beasted. All right, it's midday, it's getting warmer, less shade, so we're gonna head back to the hotel and chill for a bit. All right, Jaycationers, it is time for that oh so popolare room tour. So we're staying here at NH Torino Centro. It's right by the Puerto Susa station, and I booked this on my Chase Travel. I'll tell you exactly how I paid only $73 for this room, but let me give you a little tour. So this is not quite a queen bed, it's a full-size bed. They give you 2 pillows. They were okay. They needed to be a little more fluffy. The backdrop is like an illuminated headboard, but I don't know, I wasn't really digging it. I'd like to have it just like straight white. There's a light blue wallpaper behind it. They're trying to make it very bright tones, but I did sleep really comfortably my 2 nights here at the NH Torino Centro. On this side of the room, there is a teal chair, so I use that to put my shoes on. They do give you a Philips flat screen TV, and there is an HDMI port in the back, so if you want to use it, you can, but I didn't bring my HDMI port. I could have used it to rewatch Clash in Italy and WWE Raw. And then over here is your full-size mirror, and it's well lit over this side. And then they also have a working desk with a lamp that switches different dim tones, and there are 2 different chargers here. You also want to bring your European adapters if you're coming from another country. That'll make sure that your electronics charge correctly. It is pretty hot here in the summer in Torino, so there is air conditioning. I got it blasted at 21 right now, and this is my favorite part of the room. They do have a mini bar, and they do charge you for certain snacks or drinks that you may get here in the refrigerator, but they do give you 2 complimentary waters. They give you complimentary tea, coffee, regular coffee, and decaf. There's even a coffee cup here and a water kettle to heat your waters. And this is a safe, that's essential. Lock up all your jewelries, passports, and all that good stuff. And the refrigerator is not weight censored, so they do have stuff in there and they just take inventory if you take it out. So you could, in essence, put your leftovers or your own stuff in there as well. So that's what I ended up doing. In here is your closet. They only give you 4 hangers, which was enough for me because I underpacked and I only brought 2 sets of different clothes with me because I knew I was gonna end up buying shirts like this Cody Rhodes Clash in Italy shirt as a remembrance. And they do have like a luggage stand area here with 2 drawers. Then inside here is your laundry bag and a shoe cleaning cloth. And on this side, there is a reading light and your telephone, a USB charger, and a regular outlet, as well as your remote control and some space for your cell phones and some stationery. For a European hotel, this is actually kind of spacious. Nice wood floors, very clean. There's the light switch to the bathroom, and you do have to insert your room key here so that you can turn on all the power. There is the bolt lock here. They also have a please clean my room sign and a do not disturb sign, which is outside right now as you speak. Welcome to the bathroom area. It has everything you may need. There is a sink here, barely any room for your toiletries, so you have to kind of work around the faucet area. They do give you a glass cup, their NH brand hand soap and body lotion. Tissue, my allergies are killing me, so I already hit half that box. I think this tissue box container is broken because it keeps falling off. There's a trash can down below, and then bolted to the wall is your hair dryer, and then you have your magnifying glass mirror, which comes standard at most hotels. Then you have 2 fluorescent lights on the square mirror and the NH Hotels logo. There's also a hand and face towel down below, and then you have your low to the ground toilet. Then they have something that says for lady. It's a bag, so it's probably for your feminine hygiene products. And there is your toilet paper, extra toilet paper down here. And then this is another mat, floor mat, and your bidet. The bidet comes in handy for sure. Love the bidets here in Europe. So it is a walk-in shower. They do give you a floor towel, and there's just this glass partition here, but it is a rainfall shower, which I do love, and they provide you with NH Hotels and Resorts shampoo, conditioner, and shower gel. But there's also a soap dish right there, so I use my own soap and lotion. Shower was super warm and perfect. Love shower in here, especially getting sweaty in this hot summer humidity. Then in the winter, they do have these warmers here for your towels and for your clothes to keep them warm, and 2 hooks and your regular towel. One last thing, in the bathroom, they do give you a vanity kit, a comb and hairbrush, and a dental kit, as well as your shower cap. So NH Hotels is more of a luxury brand, so they do elevate the amenities that they give you in these rooms. There's also an alarm string that you could press just in case, I don't know, you fall in the shower and you can't get up. They have that right here next to the shampoo, conditioner, and shower gel. You're also provided with the NH Hotels hotel slippers, which I used for this trip, so you can walk around the room and keep your feet nice and clean. The total for this room, I only paid 73 bucks, but this is how I was able to do it. So the total was more like just under $500, but once a year on Chase Sapphire Reserve, not sponsored by the way, I have a $250 credit for certain hotel brands, and NH Hotels is one of those hotel brands. I don't travel to cities that have a lot of these hotel brands, so when I found out that Torino has NH Hotel and it was pretty cheap, I said, hey, it's gonna automatically deduct $250 from it already. And then I used my 13,000 points that I currently had on my account, and when it minused everything, it went down to about $73 total out of pocket. So my Chase Sapphire Reserve card, $250 hotel credit, thumbs up. I was able to use it here in Torino for a 2-night stay, and I got to enjoy Clash in Italy and Clash in the Castle. And my flight was only about 40 euro round trip, 20 euro one way, 20 euro back. I was only able to bring a backpack, but that was more than enough for a 2-day trip. Torino Centro, I give it a thumbs up, 4 stars. They got me into my hotel room by noon, and she even gave me priority. I'm gonna check in my bag here because I'm not quite leaving until about 6 o'clock at night. So I'll have about 2 or 3 hours to enjoy the city. We're gonna check out more spots and get more grub, because when in Italy, you gotta have that pasta. So let's do it. Also, the view behind the curtain is the view of the inner part of the building. They're surrounded by 4 sides, so there's almost like a square in the middle. It's all right, it works. Usually have the curtains closed anyways. Well, I was gonna try to show you the fitness center, and I went over here. I can't find it. These doors are locked, so maybe you have to ask the front desk to use the fitness center. All right, small amount of free weights, but that works. You have an elliptical, a Stairmaster, and 1 treadmill, 2 medicine balls. They do have waters here as well, and hand sanitizer and towels. I knew eventually I would find it, but yeah, that's good that they do offer at least a small hotel gym here at NH Hotels. Get a little pump in and a maintenance workout. So I did just take the 8 bus. My 48-hour pass expired at 9 a.m. But you're able to use your debit or credit card on the bus. You just tap in and it'll charge you €2 and you're good to go. I'm already sweating and I barely sprinted to the bus. Since this is the city of chocolates and history of chocolates, I'm gonna go over to this chocolate spot and see if I could pick up a souvenir for the parents. So this is the chocolateria that I found, Zicat. They even have gelato in here and some other snacks, but chocolate it is. Ooh, I probably can only get like a smaller box like this. $13.50, maybe even something smaller. Try to find some hot cocoa for momcation if they even have that. €15.50. So cremeni is actually famous layered cube-shaped chocolates originating from Turin. Traditionally feature 3 layers, hazelnut, chocolate on the top and bottom with a creamy hazelnut coffee or chocolate center. I think I might be sold. Wow, they're letting me try all the chocolates. They're so nice over here. Like, you wanna try? I'm like, yeah. And then the hot cocoa I forgot in Europe is like more of the liquidy type, the creamy type. Oh man, that's fantastic. But I'm looking for the traditional hot chocolate from Momcation. And then they have the tavoletta mole for €7. Look at that. I can't even get chocolate bars. See, it's more of that rich, creamy chocolate when you say hot cocoa here. I'm just gonna pick one of these up, one of these cans up for Momcation. So I was able to grab some chocolates here from Turin. Could not pass it up. It'll fit in my bag. I just can't buy anything else. Gofreria Piemontesa is closed. No. I wanted to try the other sandwich, I guess not. Another cool walking street, Via Garibaldi. And there is a Grom gelato spot, which you also see in places like Paris. I want to try places that are only here in Torino. Palazzo di Sitta. Another tip is, yeah, get out early in the summer months, like not super early, maybe 9-ish, 10-ish, and start exploring the city, maybe sit down at a cafe and hang out. But if you're looking to grab lunch, a lot of these places don't open until about noon. So right now it's like 11:45, so I still gotta wait a little bit. So I wouldn't get up too early to explore the city, and I think about 2 days, 2 to 3 days here in Turin will definitely be enough time for you to see what you wanna see while here. Look at this beauty of a building. We're now making our way over to the Mercato Centrale of Torino. This part of the city opens up a little bit. A lot of space over here. This building on the right side reminds me of the older style buildings like the Mercat di San Antonio in Barcelona, and then you get to the newer building of the Mercato. Definitely a little touristy market here, but I'm sure they have some pretty delicious food. It's so popular that they even sell shirts here. There's some historic archaeological pieces over here. Now that's what I'm talking about. Different types of handmade pastas. Even got gelato here. There's even a hamburger and meat spot, ramen, gyoza. Gyoza is super popular over here. What do you got, man? Oh, grazie. What is this?
Beef brisket.
Beef brisket? Grazie, thank you. That's really nice of them. Give me some of this little beef brisket right here. So this is the beef brisket from La Carne. Really nice of them. Nice and soft, tender. So good. That was very tasty. Just got a little taste of that. Yum. Now I need some pasta. So that was the Mercato. Got to try a little bit of that beef brisket. And that just goes to show, look, I went to 2 places. I wasn't really even trying to taste anything, and the people came up to me and were happy enough to explain to me what the chocolates were at the chocolate place. She gave me 2 chocolates and the hot chocolate cup, and that was great, and I ended up buying a few things. And then here at the Mercato, that meat was great. If I wasn't planning on eating at this place we're going to now, I would have probably gotten something there. But shout out to the kindness of people here in Italia. Also, today happens to be a public holiday on a Tuesday here in Italy, so a lot of businesses are closed. So hopefully this place that I'm going to is not, because I need to eat. Well, this is the spot. It's called My Pasta, simple as that. When it's got a 4.9 rating and tons of people saying great things about it, it's a must try. And their menu is simple. They got fresh pasta, spaghetti or rigatoni, pomodoro, zucchini, pesto, carbonara, amatriciana, burrata. Oh, that burrata looks good. That amatriciana looks amazing too. Love the neon My Pasta sign. And then you got Mona Lisa eating spaghetti. Very simple. You just go up and order and take a seat and you're good to go. We're trying out the rigatoni, amatriciana. There's even some Parmesan on top. There's a reason why this place is so highly rated. Fresh pasta too. Get lost in that sauce, cheesiness with that bacon. It's crispy too. You get this in spaghetti or rigatoni. And got the Menabrea beer. Is the original actually. I've been getting the blonde. Pasta in a cardboard bowl, that's the way to go. I had this last year, somewhere similar in Sicily, and it was just as great. Buonissimo. Allora, that is straight beast. I tell you what, we need a spot like this in the US. This pasta was fantastic. The flavors, the cheese, the tomato sauce, the bacon, and the rigatoni, the freshness of it. And it was a great portion. And it was only 10 euros with the beer. Come on now, 7 to 8 euro for that pasta. Buonissimo, buonissimo. We have enough time for some gelato, so let's find a gelato spot. All right, it's open, the Le Papalele gelato shop. Let's grab ourselves some gelato before we go back to the hotel and off to the airport. Pretty quaint gelato shop here near Mercato Centrale. Even have some jars of some goods over here and some torta, some different looking cakes. There's their menu. I'm gonna go with my usual 3. I think I found Mom Cation hot chocolate. Granite. That looks amazing. You know it's good when it comes in the gelato containers like this. Well, this is melting quick, so I better get into it. I got the stracciatella, the caramello, and the pistachio. Stracciatella's up top. There's even a little waffle here. Ooh, I love stracciatella. But the granite, they even have that here too. You can get brioche with it. This is so flavorful. Got 2 gelatos and they were both well worth it. Don't want to make a mess, but it's spilling like lava. And shout out to the kind server. She hooked us up even with some cookies. She said, for your mom, because she knows I was getting the hot cocoa for Mom Cation. Okay, we're gonna kill the stracciatella, and then we'll eventually get to the next flavor. She gave very generous scoops. Let's try out the pistachio. It's like a salty pistachio. Fantastic. I'm already eating all this waffle here. Cody Rhodes likes it. Easy to find, hard to beat. And finally, caramello. Ooh, that's dank. That is dank caramel. I like it. Papalele. And for the final time in Italy, gelato beasted. Only thing I'm not gonna miss is the pollen from the trees. It's been killing me. This is a shop that specializes in grooming only poodles. It's called Only Poodle. Just saw some WWE fan and he dapped me up. It's cool to have that in common when you see wearing the same shirts. Significantly cooler today. Take a look at this area with all the statues. I'm gonna walk back to the hotel. I got a lot of time still and it's a lot nicer weather-wise. So Vittorio Emanuele II, he is really popular around these parts because he became the first king of the Piedmont region as well as Sardinia, and he united Italy together. So you see all these buildings with Vittorio Emanuele II and a huge statue. Well, more than just one huge statue, but you see it all over town. Look how large this Vittorio Emanuele II statue is in this roundabout. It is gigantic. I saw it on the bus on the way here a few days ago, and it's only a couple of minutes away from my hotel. Wanted to show it off. Actually, a really nice, peaceful walk back to my hotel. Love these high arch ceilings. Well, we're back where we started. I'm not sure if I can take the train to the airport. I think I can, or if I just take the bus. Guess we'll have to figure that out. Cool, so there is a train. €3.70 to the airport. So now I just gotta find out how to get to this train. This is where it gets confusing, but I'm trying to get on 26445 to Germagnano. It's delayed 5 minutes, platform 6, so I just gotta go to 6. Let's do it. I also need to be validated on the reverse side, so gotta find a validation station down in the railway. Actually, there's one right here. Cool. There you go. All good and validated. And there you go, all good and validated. Of course it's delayed, but good thing we have plenty of time to get to the airport. Here's the train. Yep, about 5 minutes late. About a 30-minute ride, and we are now here at the Torino Aeroporto di Caselle. And this was the train that we took. It was around 7 or 8 stops. €3.70, that's not bad. And literally just gotta cross this hallway and get through security. And I know there's a lounge here, so I'm gonna chill out in the lounge and get some editing done. So it's 3:02 in the afternoon. My flight's at 5:55. So I got here just under 3 hours before my flight leaves. That's plenty of time, especially I have no check-ins or anything like that. Grazie mille, Torino. It's been a fun 2 days. Little tip, if you only have a backpack and you have a duty-free bag, it doesn't count as a bag. So I usually pick up a bottle of something when I'm in duty-free. So I think Dadcation would like a limoncello. All right, it's time to check out the Piemonte Lounge. And I got the limoncello right here. We're good to go. Piemonte's on the 2nd level, and I still got about 2 hours plus before my flight. Oh, nice. Boarding gate 20, and I leave at 5:55, Barcelona. Looks like they have some snacks over here. Nice chill lounge. You got yogurt, fruits. There's different pastas, cold cuts, couscous. Nice. Wow, this rain came quick. Good thing I made it to the airport. Didn't even get a sprinkle of it. Flight was delayed about 50 minutes, but that actually helped me because I needed to upload a video. About an hour and a half back to Barcelona, and then we'll close the video out over there. Well, 2 hours later, we're back in Barcelona. That was a fun 2 days in Torino, in the region of Piemonte in Italy. Had a great time. The food was fantastic. Had a great time at all the WWE events, and just seeing Torino, very historic city, was amazing. Get to check that off the list. But our travels here in Europe are not over, so stay tuned. We're going to a France city in the coming days, so stay tuned for that. And please subscribe to the channel if you're just discovering me. I do a lot of travel videos, as well as Vegas and my hometown, San Diego. So if you guys like this video, please give it a thumbs up, subscribe to Jaycation, and we'll see you in the next one. Stay traveling, Torino. Arrivederci.